Alright, Andreas from Simply Explained here, back at you with another video, and the topic today will be institutional holding in Tilray. I will also go over why it matters and the predictions I have for the future. So for those of you who have followed this channel for some time now, you remember that I talked about Aphria way back in August last year, and then institutional ownership was at about 9%, so very low. And we can see today that the total institutional ownership of Tilray shares is at almost, about 20%. You can see it on the ownership summary to my left here in the PowerPoint slide. And we can also see that in the recent time period there has been a lot more buying than selling from institutions. We can see new positions of about 21 million shares, with only about 3 million shares being sold out. And if you take a look at the graph to the right here, you can see that ETF Managers Group is the biggest holder by far. And then you can also see some other well-known institutions such as Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs being on the list, with a lot of newcomers here on the biggest holdings as well, with Pentwater Capital Management and Farallon Capital Management being new on the biggest holder list here. Alright, why does this even matter, Andreas? Well, I will tell you why. Because when institutions buy, this creates more demand for the shares, and this is a force in the market that pushes share price higher. And I predict that when legalization happens in the United States, and this whole legalization process will dominate the news cycles, then institutions, they will race to create new products, new funds, ETFs, other financial instruments that investors can invest in to meet this new demand that will come from the market. And then we will see institutions being forced to buy up more shares to be able to sell their financial instruments to the public, wanting to take a piece in the newly legislated market. So we will see a lot of demand coming from institutions in the future. And this is one of the events that I'm holding Tilray shares in anticipation of. Alright, that's been it for Tilray institutional holdings and why it matters. I hope you make a lot of money trading in 2021, friends. Goodbye.